Hey Electric, how you doing?
Hi, good day.
Cool, I can hear you and see you. It's perfect.
Cool.
Let's wait for everybody else to join. We got a Mr. Will Guitar joining. Alright, Twitch is live. Alright, hopefully Diddy's not too long. I know he does go-karting Sundays. Oh, we got Tarman.
Hello. How are you
Hello.
doing today?
All
Hi
good,
guys.
sir. Why am I massive? Can I grid this? There we go.
Let me just fix the audio.
Alright, two more.
We just got Diddy and Jay left.
Yeah. I send them I send them a notification. Hopefully they're on their way.
Mm-hmm.
No video again, Tarman?
Sorry?
We got no video again? We just got
Yeah,
your
the video
profile.
screen is on.
Maybe
The
toggle it
video
on and
screen
off.
is on for me, but
Right. Desktop audio's coming through. Headphone mic. Awesome. Right, let's get the chat up. There we go. We got my goats infected in the chat. How you doing? Matt Mitchley. I won a sub today. Yes, you did. I saw. I wanted the sub. And you won at marbles too. Just waiting for Jay and Diddy to join, and then we'll be off. Let's just check this. Yep, that's all working. Ooh. Come on, Jay. Just be eating your Sunday roast.
mm. Did you have a roast today?
No, we had a chili today. Oh,
Mm.
hey, how you doing? Oh,
Hello.
we are looking very swish there today. I'm not sure if we
Maybe
got any.
try restart Harman to see you in video.
Yeah, the FaceTime says it's on my screen.
Maybe toggle it
I'll
on and
switch it
off.
off and turn it back on.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
we
there we
can.
are.
There we go.
There.
Okay.
How you doing, Mr.
Is this
Wilgatard?
Pretty cool.
working? Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Fantastic.
Yes, cool.
I don't know what I've done. It works.
What can we say? Oh, you joining me with the full fat Pepsi here? Oh no, we got me. We got
This
Max. We got
Max. Artificial sweetness. What happens on here then? You presenting some films.
No, it's just a chat show basically.
I didn't read the thing.
Basically, we're gonna just go around. We're gonna talk about some slasher films a little later
Sweet,
on.
man.
But yeah, and then we're gonna go around and just see what everybody's been up to, and yeah, just a sort of
Okay.
chill community stream. It's going live on
You are the
Twitch.
man.
We're just waiting on Jay and Diddy at the minute.
Okay.
You ready,
Awesome.
Jay? Alright, I'm just going to let everybody on Twitch see our face. There we go. So how is My Goats Infected and Matt Midgley doing this weekend? They're still squabbling about who won marbles earlier. You ready, Jay? And I best send one to Diddy.
It's weird seeing me on stream.
Everybody gets to see all our beautiful faces. Matt's all good, and My Goat's Infected. I'm good. How are you guys? I was robbed. I'm guessing she's talking about marbles, not a horrible mugging or a house robbery. So who? Which one of you guys? Any of you guys got snow today?
No, not round my end.
It's melted here, G.
Yeah.
Thursday night. Yeah. I prepped for to be snowed in and have to eat my own leg over the harsh winter, and it all melted by today. So.
We haven't had snow
Oh,
since
that.
2018, I think.
Oh, you didn't get any?
No, we got just pissed down. Hey, Gary's in the chat. Look at all those beautiful faces. Indeed. We make this Discord look good. You about Diddy? Ruddy? Oh no. I've called Diddy Ruddy. Alright, we'll give them about 2 more minutes, and if not, we'll start. We got 4 people here. They can hop in later. Oh, we got another one. We got a J.
I think it's Jay.
Hello. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys.
Hey, Jay.
How you doing, fellas? Everyone? Electric? Tarman?
Hi.
Just wait for
Cool,
your
sorry about that.
beautiful
Sorry.
face to appear, Jay.
Sorry?
Just wait for your beautiful face to appear.
Oh, okay.
I had to turn my camera on and off again to make it work. I'm not sure if, and I think Tarman had to do the same. So you might want to give that a try.
Yeah.
Just gonna stick the headphones.
No worries. Sounds like Jay fell down.
Get up, Jay.
Hello? Hey guys. I'm not sure if I can hear you well.
I can hear you.
We can hear you, just can't
Cool.
see you.
Okay, cool.
Something about beans.
Cool beans.
Cool beans. Okay.
Can you guys hear me okay? You
Yeah,
guys
we can
hearing
hear
me?
you, Jay, just can't see
Cool.
you.
I can.
You can't see me?
No, you might need to
No.
turn your camera on and off.
Maybe try to restart.
I'm just going to restart, okay? Cool. I'll be back in a sec, guys.
No worries.
Bring the beans.
Hey everybody watching on Twitch. This is the perils of modern technology with lots of people streaming from all different parts of the world.
Hey.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Cool. I'm assuming
I mean, we
that's,
can hear you, but still don't see you.
Yeah, I can't see you.
I can see him.
How can you see him? Can you press the
Yeah.
camera button on and off? See if that triggers it to come up on ours. Oh, be gone again. Oh. Do we have a J?
I've got the circle that keeps going round.
Yeah, we got that.
I had him before.
Oh, he's gone again.
Oh, it's gone again.
Technical difficulties.
It's not working, Jay.
There
I
we go.
can see Jay.
We can see Jay now.
Can you see me? Cool.
How could you guys see
Yeah.
him? I've just got the spinny dots.
I can't see Dave just getting the buffer.
I can't see.
Yeah, me and G can't see you. What the heck?
I can see Jay on the FaceTime, but I can't see him on the stream.
I'm on Discord, I think.
Yeah, you're on
I
Discord.
think I am, and I can see everybody.
Oh, you're lucky.
I am the winner.
I can see everyone.
Also, might need to increase your volume a little bit, Jay. You're a little bit quiet.
Cool. Is that better?
Bit more.
Is that any better?
Ah, that's perfect, Jay.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, I don't think Diddy's coming. Get a bit of feedback from your mic there, Jay. No, he's gone quiet. All right, should we make a start, guys?
Yep.
What I say? We're
I'm
going
ready.
Live,
Let's go.
We're going stream.
Yep, I'm ready.
Hopefully, your face might pop up later on, Jay, for the stream.
Oh, is this the... Oh.
Everybody else
I can
can see
see
apart
Jay.
from me and G.
I can see.
And the stream.
Yeah, on the stream.
Alright, I can see everyone except Dave. I can see Electric, I can see Will, I can see Tarman. But the only person I'm not seeing is Dave. They're just getting buffering.
Oh, we'll make a start, and hopefully things will work out
Yeah.
when a little later.
Cool.
So, hello everybody, and welcome to the second Off the Shelf Reviews Community Night. Tonight we are joined by, from my screen, we have G Electric in the top left. In the middle, buffering on our screen, we've got Jay. And to our right, we've got
Hello.
Mr. Will Guitar. And
Hello.
I'm David. And to my right, we've got Tarman. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Very well, thanks.
Doing
Very
pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good, man.
How's everybody's January?
It's okay so far.
So good so far.
Bit of a
Yeah.
weak
As
start to
good
the
as
year,
can
though.
be. Yeah, as good as can be.
As good as it can be. Not
It's
bad.
still January, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah,
It is,
for
yeah.
until next
For another
Sunday.
2 days.
I don't know anymore.
All just blurs into one. Alright, so to start with, I said if you guys could name, just so everybody can get to know everyone a little bit better, if you can name your favourite film, your favourite TV show, your favourite game, what was the other one? I've already forgot. So G, if you want to kick it off, you don't have to give any context, it's just basically a name, your favourite things.
Well, okay. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of hard for me because I don't have like the favorite film. I was thinking about that. I mean, I like all kind of movies, all kind of genres. So I like to approach it more like the genre that I like the most. I think it is sci-fi. Sci-fi
Sci-fi?
is the kind of movie that I like the most. And one thing that I really like about it is like it kind of offer an escape, another kind of view of things. But there is also a very good aspect about it that I like. That is that many things that was presented like sci-fi, like a fantastic thing, via reality. I see like maybe like that classic movie you may know about that movie when people travel to the moon. You know, they shoot in a cannon to the moon, and they go in a bullet and they literally face plant on the moon. And many years later, that become a reality. Or another example of that is you maybe know that movie Demolition Man.
Demolition Man,
Mm.
yeah.
That one with Sylvester Stallone. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
in that movie they present
Nice.
that fantastical technology where they don't use phones, but they stay stuck to each other with the screens. That time maybe like 20 years ago, maybe more, was a fantastic idea, but it's the thing we are doing just right now. So that is a very good aspect of sci-fi that I really like. That things that they present that may be fantastical, those crazy ideas that you see now in movies in the future maybe is the like the normal reality. That's the thing that I really like the most about sci-fi.
Awesome. Right, Jay, do you want to give it a go?
Right, so are we doing films? Favorite
Films,
films?
TV shows, games. You
Ooh,
don't have to have one for each, but any you do want to bring up.
cool. Well, when it comes to films, that's a tough one. So I've got loads of classics I really enjoy. But I think off the top of my head, um, well, as Tarman and Electric know, I'm a big Evil Dead fan. So especially the first two, just the first two. So they'll probably be at the top of my list.
Which one do you
I
go
also
to
really like.
first out of the two?
Oh, um, see, that's a tough one because they're both good, but for different reasons. If that makes sense. I mean, the first one's more horror, and the second one's got the comedy element. But I think if I had to choose, I'd say probably the second one.
Ah, me too.
Um, that would be my go-to movie. I mean, that one's always considered the better one of the three, and the more well-known one. Probably go for yeah. But oh god, what else is it? Yeah, so I'm just thinking. There's so many classics I do really enjoy. I think The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
That's a really good.
I've still not seen
I
that.
thoroughly enjoyed that. It's a really good one, Dave. You should check it out. Very
I
good film.
will.
Very good. There's a really brutal scene with the bear where he gets mauled by a bear. Um, and they shot it quite realistically, so it's a bit graphic, but it's a really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that one is really good.
Well, stick with films. Mr. Will Guitar, what would you say your favorite
Oh,
film, your go-to film is?
well, whichever off the shelf is reviewing that week tends to be my favorite. Um, I'll kind of watch it again with all their comments and reviews, and I'll go, oh yeah, that was brilliant. But I think we're very hard to depose Jaws, which has been my favorite since I saw it as a little kid in the cinema. And
Cool.
yeah, that's it. I think my memories of it are so strong. I don't think it could ever be replaced now. It just hit me at the right time.
Uh, I think a lot of
I've
people
not
would
seen that
say
in
Jaws.
years. I haven't
I
seen
know
that.
it is up there on a lot of people's lists. That's awesome. And anyone who hasn't watched the off-the-shelf reviews this week, it was Time Bandits, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah.
Awesome cult classic. So go check that out if you haven't already. Okay, Tarman, what about you?
I'll have to go with Evil Dead as well, along with Jay. Just all three films, I just think are brilliant. I just like them.
Awesome.
The
Mine
Ash.
is still probably Legend of Feng Siuk. It's I think
Okay.
1993 it came out. Jet Li film. This was in his heyday. He just done Once Upon a Time in China with just these awesome wire practical effects, and it's just just glorious to watch. I mean, it is people flying through the air and doing absolute insane things, but just the characters and the story itself and the scenarios. It's a film I can put on at any time. Nope, we lost the time again. So what's
I can see
everyone?
you now, Dave. I've got you now.
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying I can see you now. You've popped up on the screen,
Oh,
Dave.
we've lost Tarman and you're still buffering. Oh, technology. But at least we can all hear your glorious voices. So how's everybody's week
Yeah.
been? Has anyone been playing anything? Watched anything special this week?
Well, I'm currently still consoleless. Um,
Oh,
saving up for the PS4. So yeah, unfortunately, I haven't been
any
just
awesome
watching a
mobile
lot of
games,
just
Jay?
watching a
That's
lot of
been
Netflix.
keeping your interest.
I've been watching a lot of Netflix actually. I've been catching up on a lot of things I missed out, like Spree, which I recommended to you the other day. Really enjoyed that. I saw Bird Box as well with Sandra Bullock. I know it's a bit dated
Mm.
now, but I also really enjoyed that. Enjoyed that. Watching Star Trek again, still Star Trek Discovery. Catching up with that, and Trailer Park Boys.
You said yeah.
Making good use of that Netflix subscription.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, just been binge watching a lot of that really
Did
until I can
anyone
get
catch the Capcom live stream this week?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
no,
Any
I missed that.
thoughts? Gee,
Uh, well, I mean, it was a good presentation in the sense of they show more of the art of the movie, the art of the game. You know, they focus on the things that the game engine, the RE engine can do,
yeah.
and it really improves from seven. You know, they are in eight looks very good, like the lightning outside, but also the lightning inside the castle look very good. From what they show there, the environments are really detailed. They were really good in the art, and they focus more on the castle. That I was wondering that because look like the game not will not focus more on the village. The game is called Village, but it looks like all the important things will happen in the castle. So that's kind of weird. and they also show that it takes very inspiration from the fourth game, from Resident Evil 4. Like the merchant appears, like a new merchant appear. Also like the E10 management and like the same kind of arrangement from 4. And I think the gameplay they show was kind of scripted, like they don't show really gameplay,
Yeah.
like real things that can happen in the game, but they focus on the. I mean, it's good like a showcase, there is no complaint in that aspect because it is what general people want to look, you know. But I don't think that there was a real showcase of the main gameplay of the game. But that's okay. I think uh, it's good. I mean, it's a case of really wait to see how the gaming really is.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I needed to admit when I played Resident Evil 5 that Resident Evil wasn't for me anymore. Like, I loved the first two games, to the point me and my friend would buy every magazine that would have a front cover for Resident Evil 2. We're like, yep, we're buying that. We just go through the same pages, looking at the small, tiny, bad quality screenshots, and we were so obsessed until that game came out, and we loved it. But then
Mm.
I really enjoyed 3. I never completed Veronica. I never completed 4, and then I co-opted 5 with a friend, and it wasn't what I liked in the Resident Evil games anymore. I just liked the sort of in the city survival zombies, but it seemed to be more focusing on the super powered Wesker and people that can now move faster than light, and it felt like they were taking too much influence from Kojima and the Metal Gear games. It was just absolute insanity on the page. So I'm kind of expecting Resident Evil to take that path, but then they'll release the remake of 2 and 3, and they'll be like, ah, this is what I like, this is what I want. And then as they release new things, it's like, we're not taking that path, and it just bums me out every time. But that's me. Everybody, I mean, these games sell, so I'm definitely probably in the
Yeah.
minority on these things. Do you play
That
the
game
Resident
just
Evil
sell
games?
in name only.
Yeah. Do you play the Resident Evil games, Mr. Will?
I've absolutely played nothing. I'm sorry. I'm taking up a screen on here. I'm still amazed what I've found on Twitch that someone can play a game for that long. Like when I've seen him come back and he's still playing the game,
Mm.
and he's died like 160 times, and he's still trying. So I haven't. I think I sort of played games until Doom, that kind of era.
All right. Yeah, the
My gaming.
classics. The classics. I
Yes,
mean,
the classics, the
I
old games.
so I think you're more in line with Ian. Ian's that kind of person who still goes back to the old Doom and still those sort of gameplay
Yes,
loops that he really likes. Awesome. What about you, Tar man?
but
How's your week
so
been?
I would have to say Doom Eternal at the moment. I've been
Oh,
playing the DLC, which I think is great. It's got new enemies, new abilities, and it just changes the game up.
That's awesome.
That game is really good.
Very good
when
game.
it comes to Resident Evil, I played the fourth and the fifth one. I really enjoyed the fourth one. That was actually more my introduction to Resident Evil, to be honest, because I never really played any of the classic games. I played Code Veronica X, never finished it, but that was the only one I played from the previous games. And then when they re-released Resident Evil 4 on the PS2, I played that and I thoroughly enjoyed that. And then Resident Evil 5, um, yeah, those two, yeah, I played those and really enjoyed them. Fourth one's still the best in my.
Awesome.
I
Who
mean,
checked out the?
apparently they're getting a remake, but I don't see how that's gonna work.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, I
No, I was
jumped
just
in
saying
over
that
you there.
we should be getting a remake, but I don't think it even needs a remake because it's still pretty decent as it is.
Yeah, apparently
They'll
it's
just
been
be
delayed
updating the
now
graphics
because of
really.
they're
Yeah,
basically
of
changing
course.
everything about it. But
Also another thing, sorry,
no, carry on.
another thing is that they still focusing on the multiplayer aspect of the game. They will release with that multiplayer that I find was like kind of weird in the artistic aspect. I
Yeah,
mean, it's a good concept maybe, but I'm not sure about the choice of the cell shading aspect of the visuals of that game. Look kind of weird, I think, and I think is no like put like a second thought, like maybe try to monetize on that front maybe.
hmm.
Like the game they released with Resident Evil 3 remake, they released also that multiplayer that was not successful, but anyway people spend money on that. So I expect that many people also will spend money on that new multiplayer.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably.
but I think I
Yeah.
don't know. It's kind of weird that they still try to put that multiplayer ads on the game, like kind of don't belong to Resident Evil, or
Yeah, I have
maybe
no
it is
interest in
its
that
own
at all.
thing.
I'm one of
But
those
well,
people.
I don't know. It's just my perspective.
Um, who checked out the is it Kong versus Godzilla or Godzilla versus Kong trailer today?
I don't see that.
No,
Just the small spots, but
Yeah.
I don't see the
I've
full
heard good
trailer
things, but
yet.
I've not seen the trailer yet. No,
no.
a lot of
I,
excitement.
I haven't seen
yeah,
it
I
either.
saw
I've got to check it out.
no, I saw a lot of promotional art and posters that they did, but I haven't actually watched that trailer yet. But from what I've seen, it looks it's intriguing. It looks impressive.
Yeah,
It does look like it does look good.
I enjoyed the first Godzilla and the Kong Island film. I thought the last Godzilla movie was a bit of a mess, to be honest, especially the last half of the film. But watching two giant monsters in a city punch each other, I'm always up for that.
Yep, should be good.
With the winner getting a big pack of Chewits, I believe it was.
Oh, it was.
Yes,
Yeah, the
yeah.
old Chewits have it.
Yes, the turrets. Yeah, I forgot about that.
What was the
Yeah,
That aspect is kind of difficult because um, those studios and those producers really like to focus on the human aspect. Like they don't like movies with only the monsters. They for some reason have
yeah. No, agreed.
to put humans and focus the main plot
Mm,
in the humans. So I expect that in this movie will happen that as well. Also, like that the girl Millie Bobby Brown is very popular, and I think they will focus a lot on her in that movie as well.
yeah,
mm.
and you know it's going to
I
be
mean
a
that's
case
the
of
pro.
they meet up, they have a fight, and then they join forces to fight the bigger enemy coming along in a little while.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem I had with the 2014 Godzilla. The focus was too much on the humans. They sort of cut away a lot from the action, and that really frustrated me. You know, you go to see Godzilla, you want to see the title character, you want to see him fight, uh, the baddies. But with that one, it was just focused mainly on the human element, and that was just really disappointing.
I felt that in the Transformers movie.
Oh,
I'm
exactly,
old
and that
man.
as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, the same. Agreed. Yeah, they focus too much on humans. It's called Transformers. You just want to see the Transformers,
Exactly.
And
fight and
any film that
have it
focuses
out. But
on Shia LaBeouf is always going down the wrong
There
path.
is that, isn't there?
yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it's understandable because uh, for main audiences, for general audiences, it's better to have something to relate to. You know, they focus on humans more from that aspect because they have to make some relation between the audience and something that happen on the screens. not all
Mm.
people with like just see only robots or only monsters. So I think it's not that it's not bad per se that they do that, but they have to work like a really good plot, a really good history around the humans, and not just only introduce the humans to make the movie work with the monsters or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
okay with
Mm.
Transformers because the
Agreed, yeah.
Transformers talk, but when you've got like two giant
Yeah.
monsters which just sort of grunt and make monstery noises,
Yeah.
I guess it's hard to do an hour and a half to 2 hour movie around two monsters sort of
Mm.
roaring at each other and sort of walking about. So I
Yeah.
guess they do have to sort of ground the plot in some relatable way.
Mm.
And I think everyone wants movies to move very fast, don't they? So
Yeah.
scenes that would have taken half a film previously, that's kind of all over within 5 minutes and the whole city's destroyed. So I think
Mm.
people, the main attraction, I think, of those old films is the scale of the monster and the damage. But everyone, since CGI, you can just do anything, can't you? So everything's
Yeah.
flattened within 30 seconds. So what else are you going to do?
Yeah, and like in the old monster
True.
movies, it would be like 3/4 of the film is all build up for that one big fight, and then it's just sort of
Yeah.
Mm.
carnage for 30 minutes and then an end. I think we
I mean, that's
got a
what they
Diddy
said with
joining us.
Hello, Dide.
Oh, is that Diddy? Is Diddy with us?
I think he's on his way. I know he was excited for Godzilla, so we'll let him have his 2 cents.
Oh,
I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult from the writing aspect.
Hmm.
I mean, just thinking of a movie where only
Ah,
there is only
hello.
monsters or only robots that maybe don't even speak, like the kind of monster they don't even speak.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's hard to work on a script that really work on that aspect. I mean, introduce human is almost inevitable because um, not only for the relatable aspect of the audience that connect with those people, but to make the plot work better because if it's only the monsters that maybe can emote like it's difficult to imprint the emotions, let's say on Godzilla, like the sad Godzilla, happy Godzilla is kind of weird,
Godzilla crying.
so in that aspect it's good if they introduce humans because uh, uh, to maybe explain things to audiences and also advance the plot, you know.
Yeah.
It's good in that thing, and it's very difficult to work a movie with only robots or only monsters.
what do you prefer? Would you
Honestly,
escapism?
I would prefer a movie with only monsters, you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
Of course, everyone want that, but I understand
Mm.
why they do that,
hmm
and I
Mm.
think it's good because of that,
yeah,
because there is things that they can maybe explore or they can explain if there's if there's no humans to talk about it.
Mm.
yeah.
Awesome. What did you think, Diddy? Did you see the trailer?
I apologise for only just joining in. I have literally zero idea what you're talking about.
We're talking about the new Godzilla versus Kong or
Uh,
Kong versus Godzilla
yeah.
trailer.
I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Oh no.
I haven't seen it. Um, the last Godzilla film was pretty good though. I quite enjoyed that.
So,
But yeah, sorry, I have no idea really. I've got no opinion.
how did the
All of us.
racing go today?
Terrible,
Oh no.
really bad. Yeah, yeah. I span a few times,
Oh.
hit
Oh.
my friend off the track. Didn't
Ah.
do too well.
You're one of those.
Yeah,
Friend.
it was one of those days. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
How is everyone?
We're all good.
Yeah.
Oh, very
As
well.
always.
Very well.
Good.
We're all good. Very well.
Cool, cool.
So yeah, we put a poll out on the last show, say what people wanted to talk about, and they picked slashers or slasher monsters.
Ah.
So yeah,
Ah.
if everybody wants to go through what comes to mind when you think slasher? If we start on the top left for me, which is Diddy.
Right. Um, so we doing a top five or
Not top five,
any
just
random order?
general chat basically.
Uh,
You could do
I
top
don't know
five
if
if
this
you
one
want.
counts as a. I don't know if he counts as a monster, but Jason Voorhees has always been my favourite.
Yeah, that was going to be my go-to, definitely.
Um, yeah, I think I've got. Thought I had all of his films, but I don't. I don't think I have actually. Just quickly looking at DVD cases. I actually enjoyed the newest one, the remake they did a few years ago.
I enjoyed
Um,
that as well. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I like the fact that they condensed the first kind of three films all into one film. I
Mm,
thought it was really good.
mm.
Um, I'm totally not prepared. I had literally zero else to talk about other than Jason Voorhees. So
Oh, I thought we'd just keep
maybe
it
somebody else
casual.
wants to go.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, do you want to go?
When you say slashes, the first iconic character that comes to mind would be Michael Myers, Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I think he's awesome. For me, he's the scariest. He's the most intriguing, because he doesn't say a word. I know Jason and the others don't either, but with Michael, it's because he's human, but there's obviously more to him because it's not like he's almost superhuman. It's hard to take him out. But yeah, I just find that he's probably the best slasher, best character, most interesting character, scariest character. With just the black eyes, you can't even see his eyes. I think that
Yeah,
really works.
the subtle hint
Makes him
to
feel
him.
less human.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yet he is human, so that's what I find interesting.
Mm.
So, what
He
do you
is, but
think of
yeah.
the Rob Zombie version
Do
of
you know
Michael
what?
Myers?
I actually enjoyed that,
I
and I know I'm
enjoyed
going to
the
get a lot of
first
stick
one.
for this, but I enjoyed it. I liked the first one. The second one is won't even go there. But the
Yeah.
first one I thoroughly enjoyed. I actually really liked.
I
I really
remember
enjoyed it,
coming away from
and
the
I know I'm going
first
to get
one
a ton
being.
of stick for this, but
But the thing with these like
yeah.
slashes, like you say with Jason and Michael Myers, they both kind of start human, but then as the
Mm,
sequels progress, they just go kind of mental with their
mm, yeah,
backstories of these people. Like,
mm,
isn't
yeah,
Michael Myers like
yeah,
involved in some weird like cult
Yeah, like the
thing?
That's
Fawn
right.
cult.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
so
Yeah.
bizarre. And like Jason, he sort of, all right, he does come back from the dead apparently after drowning, but then he's like
Mm.
his face is decaying more and more with each film, and then it's like his heart needs to be killed, and then he goes to space.
Yeah.
Bit of a leap.
I think they know we just wanted to keep watching different movies and whatever they said, whatever excuse they would give, and whatever
Yeah,
things they tack on. It's like, yeah, just do it. Just let us
yeah,
see the good stuff again.
mm,
Yeah, they wanted to throw Jason in different scenarios like Manhattan and
That's
space.
right. Which was mainly on the boat and going to.
Oh, that's
Am I right?
yeah.
Manhattan.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
Yeah,
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 It was, yeah.
I remember loving Manhattan when I came out, and then I did go back and watch it. And like, there is pretty much the most of this film on a boat. He's just walking
yeah.
around the bottom of a boat. Meh. Sorry,
I
man.
must
What
admit,
about
I
you?
can't remember. Wait.
Sorry, Will.
Like some of the scenes with Jason, I can't. The iconic kills. There's that many films that I can't remember which ones happened in which film. So I remember him having a boxing match and where he punches the guy and this guy's head flies off, and I've forgotten which one that was. I
Oh,
think that
yeah,
was.
that's
That's
in
Manhattan
Manhattan.
as well.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
that's
right.
Manhattan.
Okay, I thought it was. Yeah.
Lands in the bin.
I couldn't say for sure. Yeah, yeah.
I really enjoyed Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah,
I'm not sure which one that was. Is
that's
that the fourth or
nine
fifth? But yeah, I
technically.
really enjoyed that one.
Had
They had
Sorry?
the Necronomicon in that one.
yeah, the
Oh yes, it did. Yes, I
Necronomicon,
remember.
and
Yes, it did. It did.
it had the Mr. X from the X Files in it.
Oh right. Okay.
And then obviously Freddy takes his mask to hell right at the end, doesn't he?
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
See, I started probably the first slasher film I did watch was Friday the 13th Part 2 and 3. I went and stay at a friend's house. I think I was 13, and he had them all. Like his parents didn't care. He had like every horror film you could imagine on VHS. So he thought he'd show me and my friend parts 2 and 3. So those films are basically my top two. They because they were my first, and because I can still go back to watching them. They're not too over the
Yeah.
top. They're not too crazy. They're literally you meet a bunch of teens. They're playing around in the woods, and then a guy comes and murders them all one by one. It's just classic, and it's just good comfort food for me.
What more do you need?
Mm.
Exactly.
Space.
No more
Space.
do you need.
Space.
You're right, Darman. We need space.
Did,
What about you,
did you ever
Tarman?
see? Sorry.
Tarman, what do you think when you
Oh,
think of slashers?
I think of Freddy, Michael, and Jason. I think
The whole
Michael is the
trilogy.
scariest because he's
Mm.
always in the shadows. And like Jay said, he's a bit more human. But if I were to watch a slasher film, if I were to pick one, it would either be like uh, Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th because they're a bit more goofy and more entertaining.
Yeah,
They got better kills, and you got Freddy with his one-liners
and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
And
Johnny
Johnny
Depp.
Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. What about you, G? You a fan of the slashers?
Well, my pick definitely it goes for Freddy Krueger. I was thinking about that, and that's the one that I like the most because they have many different aspects from the others. One aspect that I like is that Freddy, in the back history from Freddy, he was already like the common slasher, you know.
Yeah.
He was that guy that take the kids and kill them. He already had that claw gauntlet, and also he has a real motivation. You know, he was like bullying. He was treated really bad when he was young, and he has this motivation of really hurt that people with her children. You know, he think that they can cause them more pain if he hurt their children.
Hmm.
And
Mm.
later he was born and entered that fantastical element about Frey. You know that it goes beyond because it's almost like a ghost, and it's that really good aspect that he is in your dreams. You know, is in
Yeah.
that area where you can really escape. You
Yeah.
can fight him. And like Tarman say, Freddy being in dreams are more fantastical, allow the kills be more imaginative, you know, like the Johnny Depp kill where he goes to the bed
Yeah.
and all the blood
Hmm.
or go more over the top like that kill in Tears where is that girl in front of the TV and,
Yeah.
and and Robert Englund came out with that fantastic line that "Welcome to prime time, bitch," and
Yeah. Yeah.
smashing on the
Yeah.
TV.
Great scene.
Yes.
And that
Yeah.
aspect of Freddy is really good. I mean,
Mm.
in the sense that talking about, let's say, Michael Myers or Jason, Jason appear and he's done. You're dead. You know, instant kill.
Yeah.
And in the case of Freddy, like they like to play more with you, like they try to really scare you. That they show the things you are most afraid of, and I really like that. Like it's not that he appear and insta kill you, but instead they play with you, they scare you, and where you are in the most vulnerable state is when they pull the kill,
Yeah.
and it's a very I don't know how to put it, very over the top kills, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Because it's in the
and
dream. So
it's,
Mm.
I,
Yeah.
I mean,
You got no limits in the dream world.
it
That's
have
right.
also a very special place for me because I saw them really young. I remember that my parents have to work. My mom and my dad have to work, and my older sister have to take care of me.
So,
But
so do you want the
what they
horror
do
films?
instead is that they go to a friend at that time were the like the BSH era,
Yeah.
Mm.
and they rented those scary movies, and I have to watch them with her, with my sisters, and they introduced me to Freddy. Was I very young, and I was really scary for me, you know. I was really scared, almost because of the aspect of Freddy. You know, there is also that aspect of him that he's really burned, really ugly. You know,
yeah,
the claw and all that,
Yeah.
and I was in the dreams. That aspect really scared me. But at the same time, like, I was fascinated, but there is some charisma, there is some charm in the way that Freddy acts.
yeah,
And as movie goes by, they were more like more funny.
Yeah.
I mean, the first movie is very scary, very serious in a manner of speak.
yeah,
But from the second and third movies and go on, they take on the character like in a more funny way. Like, he was more goofy lines and all that of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Your
character
favorite?
really is good because of that.
Mm.
Like he can also emote more than other slashers, let's say Jason or Michael, that they have the mask. They can emote. It's difficult for
Mm.
them
Yeah.
to express other emotions. You know,
Mm.
in that
yeah,
movies they have to work the aspect in a different way, how he act, how he move, and all that. But in the kind of Freddy was the performance of Robert Englund.
yeah,
The Freddy we know is because of him. He really embed how Freddy moves, how he talk,
Mm.
how he express all that, how he play with people,
Mm.
and that's the thing that really must right. Sorry, what I like the most of him from the others ones because of that charm that Freddy have, and also the
Mm.
fantastical element, but also the imaginative ways that producers, that directors have to embed the crazy kills from that people.
What's your favorite kill, man? Come on. What's your favorite Freddy kill?
Yeah.
There is some that I still remember. I like that one where Freddy is like a puppeteer, like they
That's
take the
yeah,
veins
yeah.
from that
Yeah,
guy.
that makes me
And
cringe.
Yeah.
I always thought that was him
That's
is
from the
horrible. That.
very
Goonies.
Yeah.
bad.
You know the
It's a very
guy.
good effect.
Yeah.
Where you see his veins and he's like moving him like a puppet,
Yeah.
you
Like a
know.
Yeah.
marionette.
Yeah,
That was very
Yeah.
very bad to see. And of course the Johnny Depp kill, like that
Mm.
kill where he is socked by the bed, and there is that is like a ton of blood is splashed
goes
from
up.
the bed. And
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was really good to see as well.
Very iconic.
Yeah,
Man.
Yes.
Very amazing.
I
Almost in every movie, I think there is a memorable death. But I mean, in other movies, they were more like funny deaths.
Yeah.
Like there was, I was talking about like there is, for example, that movie where he's in a video game,
Yeah.
like that kind of 80s video game,
yeah.
very classic older video game. There's like a very silly kill, you know,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
power glove.
or that kill where the one we were talking about with the girl where he is smashing on the TV. Like it's
Mm.
more
Yeah.
about the delivery of Freddy. Like he appeared from the TV on the line,
Yeah.
but the death itself is very silly. Like I don't know. or there is even more slasher deaths where he just use his claws
Hmm.
and he just stab
Mm.
them, and that is really good in the slasher aspect of him. But I like more the like the crazy deaths, you know.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't
Yeah, yeah,
imagine watching that
Definitely.
as a young kid. I watched Poltergeist when I was 7 or 8, and that gave me nightmares at night. Like I always imagined that tree coming in and dragging me out, even though I
yeah.
had no trees
Yes,
for
yes.
like a good mile around my house. But I always imagined a tree coming in to get me. But to imagine watching a Nightmare on Elm Street about that age and just being absolutely scared to go to sleep, that would have messed me up as a child. Mike gets infected in the
Yeah,
chat
just
said your favorite slasher kill in general. So not just from Friday the 13th. What's a kill that you just loved? If you want to go first, Diddy, can you think of one? No, I'll let you think about it. One that always sticks to my mind is Friday the 13th, Part 3. It's absolutely terrible, but it's when Jason grabs the guy's head. And because it was in
Oh,
3D, basically he crushes his
Oh,
head and his eyeball pops out and like a bit of blood
oh,
comes out of his mouth, and it's so badly done and so cheap, the eyeball, and you can tell it's a horridly badly made prosthetic head. But I just absolutely love that
mm.
kill. What about you, Mr. Will Guitar?
I thought of one. I mean, it's not strictly a slasher, but seeing as you'd had the Holy Trinity, of course, the great slashers, they tried to make Pinhead into a slasher, didn't they? When
Yeah.
once after the first two, they tried to make it. You know, you could see the influence of Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff. And he was in a nightclub in America somewhere, whatever that was, and he just comes down. Everything stops in the club, and he just looks around and goes, "Shall we begin?" And it
Yes,
just
yeah.
kills everyone. And I don't even remember a lot of the deaths. They're all silly CDs embedded in people's heads and stuff. But just that alone, as if like, he's ready, right? Let's go. Fantastic. So that one for me.
Awesome. When I was young and I first watched that film, I swore it was Bill Paxton, the main guy who ran the club, but it isn't.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
did look a lot like him, but yeah,
I
that's an
think
awesome scene. I like that scene.
slightly larger build though, right?
Yeah, and a weird mustache.
That's right.
Well, I just remember one that I really like, and that was from Freddy X, that one in space. There is that scene where he appears and there is a girl and there is some kind of frozen liquid,
The liquid
and
nitrogen.
he
Yeah.
take the girl and put it on that frozen liquid and she's
Yeah, I
froze
remember
and
that.
then smash that
Yeah, I
girl
remember
and
that.
he explode because his
yeah.
His
eyes.
kill, yeah, I remember that.
That's really good.
Yeah,
All right, Jay.
that's a good one. Um, I like the Hell on Earth that Will Guitar was just talking about. I'd forgotten about that scene, and that's one of my favourites. The nightclub scene
Ah,
where sort
yeah.
of all the things come to life and with the records flying, the discs and all going in their heads and stuff and slaughtering everything. That's one of my favourite scenes from that film. I know it's not a popular film, but I sort of always kind of enjoyed it for that. It was very gory. It had a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
interesting kills in it and interesting Cenobites as well. Some of the designs were pretty cool. Um,
You, oh,
Also,
sorry.
the Nightmare on Elm Street, the puppeteer thing we were just talking about.
That is
That
brilliant,
yeah,
isn't it?
that is just horrible. It just looks so painful. It's disgusting, and that's so iconic. Whenever I think of Nightmare on Elm Street, I think of that particular kill because I just thought that was
Do
yeah.
you
Awesome.
guys think? Oh, sorry.
No, carry on. Go for it, Will.
Do you guys think that a lot of these horror slashers, they end up settling into the formula. They know what's worked, and so you know what to expect when you're going to watch the next Jason film or Myers film, etc. Freddy. Do you guys prefer it when you had your first couple and everyone's still experimenting? Because there's a lot of stuff in those first few films that you won't ever see again once they've got the formula dialed in. I
Yeah.
know the later ones are probably more popular, but there's before they've decided which way to take it. You know, before Freddy becomes funny and goofy, and you're expecting goofy kills. I don't know. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, once you've seen Sleepaway Camp and you know the girl's got a penis,
Yeah.
it's not going to change from that point, is it?
Yeah.
Hey, Tarman, what do you think?
I would have to say, it's not really a goofy kill, but I'd say the one that's quite effective is from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The
That's the
hammer
bit
to the
where
head?
the guy walks into the house and the hammer to the head.
Oh,
It's just so
Oh,
shocking,
yeah.
just out of
Yeah.
nowhere. It just stays in your mind.
oh yeah. Just a loud
It's the way he
the
starts
shutter
twitching as
door
well on
and
the floor.
the thud, and then he's just convulsing on the floor. Harsh, so
Yeah,
harsh.
that's horrible.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did he? Have you thought of one yet?
I've got two.
Perfect.
So the one that's probably the most memorable is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, the very first kill with Leatherface, and they're chasing a couple of guys down the road who are calling into the radio station. And you
Right.
just see Leatherhead just pop out from the back of the truck. And I think he goes right into the side of the driver's seat and just mangles the guy's face. So that's really good. So it's one of the most iconic for me. The second one isn't my best or favorite kill, but it's the most goofy, I think, and it's the final kill from the original Nightmare on Elm Street, where he pulls the mum through the door, and you can clearly see it's a puppet as she's being pulled through the door.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
stiff,
yeah, yeah,
like.
yeah.
yeah.
So I was scared of it when I watched it when I was younger,
Mm.
right up until that point, and then I was like, oh, okay, it's just a movie, it's fine. It's
Oh, it
not
broke
scary
it for you.
anymore.
Yeah.
It completely breaks it for me. And that's actually the best kill um, from the remake. They change it, and he comes out of the mirror and pulls the
Mm.
woman in, and it's just so much better than the
Ah, the
original.
remake, yes. Yeah, yeah.
Mm. So
I quite
they're
liked
my
it.
two.
Yeah.
You quite like the remake?
Do you guys like the Phantasm series? Because that always happened at the end. I
Yeah.
mean, those were like crazy films, but you think the film's done, and there's the tall man, and you know, in the car driving the car that they're in, and rides off, or you know, he thinks I've defeated everything. The tall man's behind him and takes him off. You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Is it
you know,
three where
simulation.
the guy with the ponytail he goes in the room and then you see the main kid like pinned up in the corner with all the balls around him, and then
Yeah,
that's how the film
Spear.
ends. After you've been through everything, it's like, nope, we're still around, we're still fucking with you.
Yeah.
And in Phantom, that's a really good kill as well. I think it's in the first one where those metal balls appears. Like there is those metal balls with knives,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there is that scene where the metal balls go flying and stab that guy in the eye and go through him. That's a really good there as well.
Yeah, man.
man, those films were so good. Crazy, but they were good. Um, also, I was thinking, is there a modern iconic slasher? Think about the last, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years. Is there anyone
Uh, Maybe so.
saw?
Like
Jigsaw?
it's not like a slasher. Like he's not
Jigsaw.
killing them, but have that like that kind of body horror, the people being hurt very badly.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
now that we're talking, I don't think in the last decade they like there is no new a proper slasher that appears.
There's the
You know,
Hatchet films, but I've never seen one. I've heard people talk about it. Called Hatchet. There's like Hatchet 1, 2.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
think
I'd forgotten about
Scream
that.
was one, wasn't it? But that was always different people.
Yeah, that was more
Was
about
more
who is
about.
it. You got to try and work it out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you seen the
I mean, I
Hatchet
really
films,
enjoyed the
Jay?
recent Halloween.
I haven't seen. I didn't know, but I'll check it out.
I like the first one. The first one was good. The first
Yeah.
Hatchet.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, the first one, yes, the
Then I
first one.
will
I
check
must
him out.
stress just the first one, but yes.
Is that based on the book? There's a
Oh,
Hatchet book.
Is there?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Is it a guy called Crowley?
I need to find this out.
I'm not sure if the main bad guy's called Crowley in it. I've only heard
John
someone
Crowley or
rave
something like
about
that.
it.
Yeah.
Hatchet. Victor Crowley is the main slasher guy in it. I don't know if the chat knows.
I think I have not seen that yet.
No,
Well,
me
Me
neither.
neither.
maybe it could be a next group watch along.
Yes. Yes.
I'm game. I loved the last one.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't
Oh
expect.
yes,
I
Bloodfist.
just watched that. Ooh, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I really enjoyed that as well. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Ian
I've
did
set
tell
the
me
next
to
one now.
That's a great
name drop
idea.
Bloodfist into this community chat. When's the next watch along for anyone watching at home?
I believe it's the 30th.
30th, so
I
next
think Ian said.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah, if
Sweet, man.
anyone's
Yes.
in the chat
Yes.
wants to check it out, they're on the off the shelf Discord. We're doing. These guys are doing a watch along of Blood Fist 2. It's on YouTube, so
Yes.
anyone can join in.
Yeah. All on YouTube. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Is anything else anyone wants to add about slashers?
Yeah. What did you guys make of the recent Halloween and thoughts on Halloween Kills? Yep.
Oh, I was just
Did anyone
thinking
see
back
it?
to Rob Zombie again, but
Halloween?
no, you're talking about the new one with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Nope, you go ahead.
One of my favourite scenes from that is
Hmm.
where you've got Laurie's daughter is in the basement and she's like, "Oh no, what do I do? What do I do?" And then he comes and she's like, "Gotcha!" and just like
What a
shoots him.
great
I was like,
film.
"That is amazing, absolutely brilliant."
I've got to say, I like the head stomp. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
There's a scene where he stomps on this guy's head. He stomps his head out. I just thought that was so funny. I actually rewound that a couple of times. I think it's hilarious.
The only
No,
problem,
it was Dr. Loomis's replacement, wasn't it? In the
Oh
car.
yeah, no, it
And
is,
he,
it is,
yeah, the
and
doctor.
he
Yeah, yeah,
wants, yeah, because he
yeah.
wants the mask, doesn't he?
You know, I was so nervous watching that because you have to remember, isn't it? Even though Rob Zombie's done those remakes, really, it's I couldn't get the humiliation of Buster Rhymes out of my head. You
Oh.
take this
Oh
really
wow.
scary slasher, and he's just humiliated on a
Yeah.
Twitch streamer or whatever it was. It's like, this is done. We've killed it. We've mocked it. So I'm watching that, and now the guy's 70 years old, Mr. Myers. I'm thinking, and the audiences have moved on. I thought, is everyone just going to mock this in the cinema? But everyone was into it. Everything was great. It was like watching the old movies again for me. I'm really happy they did it and succeeded. And Laurie Strode considers it a great success to have everything she owns incinerated at the end. Okay, everything she had, she burned it down.
That's
And
right. Yeah,
that
in
was
the
a
house.
great
Yeah.
success.
Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Strange.
built up. It's kind of built up so that is the place where she tries to lure Michael so that she can
Yeah.
kill him. So it was kind of designed for that. It was like it
Yeah,
was throwaway, like
yeah.
she could
No,
throw it
I
away
know.
kind of thing.
It was just what was in my head when it was all in flames.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I was kind of worried at the start.
Just shot him in the
In that
street, maybe.
aspect, I think those remakes, let's call it, are really good because they are taking the character very seriously, you know,
Mm.
Yeah.
and they are also focusing on what made great Michael Myers back in the past.
Exactly.
Like, is that kind of slasher again? He
Yeah.
is the guy like he is the serious guys that go from home to home taking people. You know, there is no joke about it. you know.
Yeah,
They are taking it very seriously, and that's a very good aspect of like retaking the horror aspect of it, you know,
that's right. Yeah, yeah.
that
Spirit of
that
the
you can
original.
get really scared of that kind of assassin if he enters your house, you know. That's a very good aspect from that film.
Yeah, it kind of had me worried at the start because the the mental institute at the start, right, when they're putting them all in circles and stuff, and these films usually start with such a dopey premise, especially when explaining how they escaped in the first place, and you're just like. But yeah, I was really impressed. Is it that film where he's walking down the street and then he sort of peers into someone's window and then he sort of backs around the house and it's a one shot and then you're like looking through the
Yeah,
window
so
when he comes around in and attacks
That's
the
it.
woman
Yeah,
in it.
yeah,
That was a good shot.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
really
yeah.
good. That was really impressive.
And
Um,
he runs into kids as well, doesn't he, on the street, and they just think he's a trick or treater, and just a brief scene, I think, because everyone's out. That's when he's walking around into
yeah,
people's houses. Getting, yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's a cool thing. So
And
I like the part.
there are also very good callbacks from the original movies.
yeah, yeah,
Like in this movie, he also stab up a person and put it in the wall,
mm,
you know.
mm,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh
Another
yeah,
good
yeah,
scene that I like is in the at the end of the first movie, like the classic movie, there is a scene where Laurie push Michael and he falls, and she looked on the balcony and is there, but when he
Yeah,
looks again, it's not there.
yeah,
But in the remake, it's the reverse aspect. You know, Michael throw her on the balcony, and when Michael see her again, is not there. That was
yeah,
really good.
Good
yeah,
callback.
yeah.
Uh,
It was a good point.
yeah, yeah, yes.
Blame it on him.
And there is other scenes that they take from the original movies, but they do like the original spin on that, like no
Yeah.
remaking it in whole. Is very good.
cool.
It was nice to see it hold up in modern times, I think,
Yeah,
because
definitely.
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the Buster Rhymes thing kind of proved. It's gone. It's over. All we can do is, add gimmicks but Michael Myers was nothing. But in this, it's like the very thing we liked about the old movies. It's here and it still works. So that was quite. I think I found that really heartening.
Yeah,
There's still something to offer new audiences.
I mean,
And that is a continuation of the old movies. Like it's not a remake the
Yeah.
way they forgot of erase everything,
Mm.
but they continue from the old movies, and I think they do a good work of connecting that new movie to the old ones.
yeah. I mean, I got H2O on VHS tape, and I have to admit I have watched that film far too many times. I used to quite like it when it first
Hmm.
came out. It's not Buster Rhymes, but it's LL Cool J, I think. Is he the cop in that, or the security guard?
Oh yeah.
yes, 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 he
Yeah.
is. I forgot it was in there.
Trick or treat,
So there's
motherfucker.
no,
Oh
yeah.
god.
So there's no love for Chucky then. No one's yet to mention Chucky, Brad Dourif.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah.
No love for Chucky.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Or
about
the
that.
yeah.
Mm.
Or what do you guys make of the remake?
haven't
I'm
seen
not,
it
The
yet.
Anyone?
I'm not
classic
gonna lie, I
Chucky
haven't
movies are
seen it.
good.
You liked it, Electric?
Yes, I like them.
Okay,
I,
okay.
I saw them also very young, and in that movies there is also that paranormal aspect that the guy possessing the doll, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And the first movie have is very like it's a suspense movie, you know. It works very well because you know that doll is an assassin,
Mm.
but the characters in the movie just see him like a normal doll, and very of the majority of that scenes work very well because the suspense that you know that doll in any moment can kill them, but they are very calm. They don't know that there is an assassin doll. And the first movie is very good for that. But in the second and the third movie, he really become a really slasher character. You
Mm.
know, in that they went for more slasher kills, really, very over the top kills.
And goofy lines.
And
Yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah,
were
definitely
more on
one-liners.
that. So I think I like more the first one because of the suspense aspect of that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
were really
The
good.
first one is definitely the better one.
But the others is also good. But I mean, Chucky have the same charm as any other slashers. You know, he is very funny to see him, like the way he talks and acts. That doll can really emote, and he do silly jokes and all that, and play with people as well. You know,
Yeah.
it's good that when he play that he is only a doll, but and any movie he just stand up and stab you. You know, that's a really good aspect.
Scary.
Awesome.
Did anyone here see the remake, the recent one, Child's Play?
Yeah, I saw it.
No.
It was fine.
Oh,
It was Mark Hamill as the voice of
yes, that's
Chucky.
right. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Okay.
there was some good scenes in it. Some fun kills, but
There were some good kills, but
yeah,
overall, yeah, it wasn't. I wouldn't recommend it.
It
And
sounds
also like he is an artificial intelligence or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
like the
pretty much.
Bluetooth went wrong and so
Yeah,
caused a
yeah,
malfunction rather than the spiritual.
exactly.
That's what I
Yeah, I
got
didn't
from
like all that.
reading the
Yeah,
what synopsis. It's like, oh, it just malfunctioned rather than the evil
rather than
spirit
it
that
being a
wants to.
possessed. Yeah, yeah, which is
Yeah,
even
it's
Yeah,
just a
scarier,
modern
really.
take.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It didn't have that same. It just didn't work. It's like a modern where he can interact with everything else in the house. It doesn't. A doll's a doll. That's what made him so scary. It was just a doll that was possessed by the spirit of this murderer.
Uh,
That's all
and
you
also
need.
there is something that is really good on that movie that we were talking about of other slashers. That is that kind of relentless killer. In the first one, there is very scene that they shoot him. You know, it's done. You're calm. They kill them, but no, they appear again and they then burn him. And oh no, they kill him, but no, he appears again, and they take his head, but no, he's going, and that is very good when that aspect of the phantoms as well, where you think that movie's over, like you think he defeat them, but really he still can kill you. That's a really good.
Agreed.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but unrelenting. And it's a spirit, so we can possess any form, really.
exactly. So you mentioned Halloween
I
Kills,
mean,
Jay. What is Halloween Kills about? Does
Halloween
anyone know?
Kills. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure
it's
what the
not released
synopsis
yet.
is. Yeah, they haven't released it yet. No, I'm not entirely sure what the synopsis is.
Was there a
But
trailer?
yeah, I just figured. I don't think there is. No, bit too early for a trailer.
So no one knows.
I don't think they've filmed any.
Is this one by
I'm
Like there
Danny
is
game.
a
McBride as
synopsis
well?
going around, but nothing else.
Yeah. I don't know if Jay's gonna find anything. But yeah, Danny McBride did the first one, didn't he? The remake.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
oh,
I think he wrote it. Maybe the
no,
chat
I
can
didn't
tell
know
us.
that.
What was Carpenter's involvement then? Because I know that it said a lot of, my ears pricked up when him. Was he just like given a fee to say that he liked it,
I
or
think he
did he have
produced
any?
it,
Oh, he produced it.
Okay,
and he did some of the music on it as well.
Mm.
right, right.
That's a lot more, than a lot of people do. Like Cameron, the amount of times he said he's liked the newest Terminator film. You know he hasn't watched it.
Yeah. It's just a good promotional tool to have his name
Yeah,
attached, I
to have
guess.
his name tag. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Apparently, it was his idea to kill off John Connor, but no one
Which is a
mentions that.
stupid
Uh,
idea.
But apparently, so yeah, that was him. Yeah, that was him.
Wow.
Very silly idea. But yeah, that
that
was all
pissed
him.
me off that beginning.
Yeah, ridiculous, silly way to.
It's just
It's not
weird
even
as well
talking
because
about
I
that.
heard like I forgot what he's called now. Who plays Sean Connor? Sean Connor.
Edward Furlong.
Edward Furlong.
Edward. Yeah,
I heard he was going to be in it, and then it just looked like a CG young Edward Furlong from the Terminator 2. I thought we were gonna get like current day Edward Furlong, like he's quite
Yeah,
big
yeah,
and
yeah.
had a rough few years,
Yeah.
but
Terminator can be an slasher as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, true.
Like the
Yeah.
first movie was
that
like
first movie was
a
definitely.
robot slasher, you know, like it's an slasher with sci-fi elements.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
that
The way
relentlessness you
the way
talk
that
about.
film looks, the way it's paced. Yeah, definitely, and the music.
Mm.
Did he
Yeah, I
taking
always
us
thought
for
the
a walk?
first one
I
was
was
a
not to the
horror.
toilet.
Yeah, the first one was really more horror focused.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But for me, I think the second one still stands out as the better of the two
Oh yeah, I mean
of the whole trilogy. Actually, the whole all of them. I think the second one still stands out as the best movie.
T2.
T2
T2, yeah,
Judgment
Yeah,
Day
yeah.
is
Yeah,
pretty.
it's something special with that, isn't
yeah, yeah.
I think it
It's
holds
a
up as
brilliant
one of
sequel.
the greatest
So
films of
it's a
all
really good
time.
follow up. Really
It's
good follow
still
up.
to this day.
Mm.
Um, if you could pour me one there, Diddy.
Well, I went for a bottle of wine, but I realised they're all corked
Oh
rather
dear.
than rather than a screw. So I'm
All right,
having
so
Vimto and lemonade instead.
awesome, and then we're gonna
Oh,
move
nice.
to cooking with Diddy, and he's gonna show us what's on the menu tonight.
it?
You don't want to do
Cooking
that.
channel.
Trust me,
Yeah.
you don't want to cook with me.
Awesome. Well, I think that was a good talk about slashes. So if we just
Yep.
want to come to the end now, and if anyone in the chat has any
Oh,
questions for anyone,
Just one more thing, sorry.
oh yeah, brilliant. Carry on.
One more thing that I saw in the chat, the commentary for my ghost infected. That is a very good point what she says there, in the sense that what make slashers relatable is that that thing can happen in real life. Like a slasher like Michael Myers or like Jason, that things really happen in real life. Like he or she makes a good point. Like when you turn the TV, you see that things happen in real life,
Yeah,
and I think that that's a very interesting aspect of why slasher are very relatable for the audiences.
indeed. I mean, everybody's the same. Like you're always like walking home at night. You're always got that idea in the back of your head that anyone could be out there.
Mm.
So yeah,
yeah.
reality sucks sometimes.
Very scary thought.
Is that again more the original ones than the later movies in the series? I think like you're saying, once you get the formula, it's like you're almost waiting for something bad to happen, and I don't know. I have to stop myself applauding at some of the kills. Say after Nightmare on Elm Street 3,
Yeah.
once it's moving on, you go, oh, what's he gonna do here? Then this really creative ways kills. Yeah, bravo! Oh wow! It's not quite the same as being freaked out by a really horrific kill in an earlier movie in the series. I don't know. Or is that just me? Did I just become
No, I
traumatized?
agree. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. No, I totally agree with you. Yeah. The
Yeah,
original is always the better movies.
but I always found like with the early films that I would actually get behind a survivor. I'm like, I really want this person to survive. Like, I am gripped in this story. Like, are they gonna get away? How are they gonna get? How are they gonna do it?
Yeah.
But then yeah, later on it's just like they just throw so many people at you. Like
They're
it's
just
like
meat to us, man.
yeah, it's like we'll just go to this scenario now, and we've got these brand new people, and let's
Yeah.
see how we're gonna kill them all.
What was it? A Final Destination series
Yeah,
that got like really elaborate, and I remember that I did applaud at certain points as I can't even remember which one it was, but that set that off, which made a spark, and the ball
Mm.
rolled down there, and then this, and it squashed the guys like, a 2-minute sequence. You're like, yes, yes, like,
Yeah, some of them are really inventive
not
with those
like the
kills.
first one at all. So yeah,
all right. So yeah, has anyone got any questions in the chat? I my goat's just leaving now. I'll say goodbye. Sorry, got like a screen here, a screen here, a screen there. I'm in the command center here. Anyone got anything fun planned for the next week? As apart from more lockdown.
No,
Yeah,
not
more
really.
waiting.
Just more waiting, really. Yeah.
Uh,
What do
How's,
you for?
sorry.
Did you say waiting?
Yeah,
Waiting, yeah,
waiting.
yeah,
Waiting for
to see
lockdown
what
to end.
happens. You know, to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
where, yeah, see what news comes forth
yeah,
about when it might
How's
end and
everyone coping
you know.
with lockdown anyway?
Um,
How are we doing with lockdown? We all good?
um, I've
yeah,
become
I'm
a
Is
good.
everyone
full-time teacher
working?
now.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, personally, for me, have not affected much in the work aspect. I mean, I work in programming. I am a programmer, so I can still work from home.
Yeah.
So that not affect me much. I mean, I think uh, since the end of 2019, I've been working from home. Like I've been in the house for more than a year, and
Yeah,
I
same.
I have get out very little. Like I think in that last year, I only go outside like 2 times,
Wow.
Oh wow. Okay.
and also um, we live in an era where just like right now that we can have these conversations like also we can I mean in the studio I work all the production aspect and other reunions are going online,
Hmm.
so in that aspect don't affect me much. It's very difficult. I mean I'm from Colombia, and many people work here like the day-to-day works that they have. They are losing that. There is many people that have like restaurants and all
Yes.
that kind of things. So there is many people affected in that
Mm.
aspect. But for me personally, not much. And I mean, uh, like I'm not that kind of person that go out much, so I'm not worried. In the in, like I don't need. I don't feel the need to go outside and do things because most of the things I can do from home. And I'm still like working out in home as well, so I'm going fine in that aspect. And I'm also a video game player, so much part of the entertainment that I have I also got it from home. So I'm good. I'm really good, really.
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah, I get up early. I gotta teach a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old. Usually maths and English. Like I don't remember things being so vast in maths when I was young. It was usually you were taught how to multiply this way. Now multiply 500 questions and that's done and move on. But now it's like they give the kids like maybe 4 or 5 different options of how to multiply something and different formulas and it's just baffling.
Oh
It's like
really?
I'm usually sat down watching these instructional videos like, oh, I guess you could do that. So I do that all morning and then I work all evening, afternoon and evening, and I get about an hour to play some JRPG that I'm currently playing before going to bed and doing it all again. And that's Monday to Friday. I don't know if anyone else
Cool.
is sort of having to adjust that way. Has anyone else got kids here?
I don't.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
So no.
I've got a kid, but she's 3 years old, and she's
Ah.
just all I've got to do is just clear up all that. So
Cool.
other than that, she's not too bad. But, yeah, it's not. It's all right.
Cool.
That's what I say. Like it
Everyone's
could be
spirits
so
seem
much
up.
worse. So
If
Yeah,
it
I
does
try
actually.
not to complain. What's a general lockdown day for you, like for you, Mr. Will?
I'm pretty similar as well. My house is kitted out with my studio, and most of my work was session work, and like they'll send me stuff to record, and I can send it back. That's been the model for a good 6, 7 years. So that aspect, about 80% is the same. Um, no big gym training, in an environment that's a little tricky to not have that atmosphere.
Hmm.
And I'm not playing any shows, so a lot of that's a bit weird as well. So a little stir crazy on that front, but I'm still really busy, and I'm thankful. I haven't really lost any work, if you get me. All
Yeah.
these shows are just to happen when we're allowed again, and a lot of my main income's still here. And the classes I would teach, I was developing stuff online anyway, because there were always isolated young people or people that
Yeah.
needed some more. So we were working on that well before the first lockdown anyway. So that was a big time. So what was the question? Really, not that much difference, but just the bits where I would see people and would be quite intense
Yeah.
experiences. I'm missing that a lot. Um, but it will come. It will come. So just hang in there.
Indeed. What about Jay? How are you doing? Jay?
He's gone on my screen.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit weird on this screen.
Yeah, something
I
happened
have
to
a
Jay.
frozen image of him actually. I've just realised he hasn't moved for however long.
Oh, I haven't seen the whole
He's like
show.
this.
Oh, such a bummer. You okay, Tarman?
He could be a ventriloquist. Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, you keep it
Um,
sane.
yeah. Uh, it's doing college work and all that during quarantine is it's a bit grueling, but with the workout like aesthetic and all that, I find it okay because all you need is a pair of dumbbells and then you're kind of set. Like what Wheel Guitar was saying with the gigs and all that, you can't get any gigs at the moment, obviously,
Yeah.
so you got
Yeah.
nothing to work for or practice, so a bit
You should still do
unmotivating.
it though, man. You should still do. You should Twitch stream your gig or whatever. I've done a couple of those live shows, and it's weird because there's no one there,
Mm,
although they're still watching.
yeah,
So as a audience member, it's sort of similar, but you've finished playing, and it's like there's absolutely
you got
no
no
sense
cans getting
of
thrown at
feedback.
me. It's gonna feel
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. Well, hopefully that shouldn't happen anyway. But yes, I know what you mean. Um, like nobody claps, nobody boot because they're not there. So it is strange, but it's still good. I'd recommend. One thing I would say is to walk if you can, or just go outside, um, just some fresh air. I think that's
Yeah.
part of the
Yeah,
We
problem.
try to get the
Being
kids
inside
out
a
for a
lot.
walk every day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just little things, nothing too strenuous, but it's the air aspect.
Yeah, I got to get my
definitely.
time on my Apple Watch. I got to get my exercise up.
Your steps.
My
That's
steps.
the
That's right.
modern thing, is steps.
I'm guessing your driving stopped as well, Time Man.
Yeah, the driving stopped as well.
I've got a theory test booked, like 1st of February, but they haven't messaged me to say it's cancelled or I can't do it, so I might be doing
Mm.
it. But yeah,
Driving less to pass your.
it's just a theory. Yeah, I picked the worst year in existence to learn how to drive. Like doing like maybe 6 lessons in a row, then 3 months off, then like another four
Yeah,
lessons, and then 2 months off, and it just sucks. I need to be able
yeah.
to learn to drive by June, really, because we're going away on to Butlins for the week, and I need to be able to drive
You're
to.
the driver for that.
I need to be able to
Okay.
drive up to Minehead for it, because getting to Minehead any other way when you don't drive sucks balls.
Oh, okay.
because we're down in Plymouth, and
Hopefully you get it, sir.
our train line is awful down here and very expensive.
Okay.
Pretty much.
I hope that works out, sir.
Oh, me too.
You know, I hope
The
you
kids
get
are
it
so
back.
excited. But I think we'll draw the show to an end here. Seeing as it's midnight and it's now the 25th, and another week has
Okay.
begun. But I just want to say thanks to all
Awesome.
you guys for joining us tonight. It's been awesome talking to some real life people that aren't my 9-year-old and wife. And talk about just shoot the shit with you guys. It's awesome. But
No,
yeah,
thank you.
I honestly thought I was going to watch somebody, like the Twitch stream. I thought I'm just going to watch some people chatting about something. I had no idea, but it's been great, really. Thank you.
yeah,
Thanks for.
we're looking to do this every month, so you're always
Oh,
welcome
okay.
to join. The same with all you guys. It's awesome that you guys do this. I also want to say thanks to everybody in the Twitch stream that were commenting throughout and watching. It's awesome to hear from all of you guys too. So yeah, cheers guys, and everybody stay safe, and we'll do it again next month.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
See
Have
you
a good
later.
week.
Have a good week, everyone. See ya. Goodbye.
See y'all
Hey,
soon.
thank you.